I love.
Yeah. Welcome back to Out the Basement, episode 5, I think, right, Aiden? Is that what we're
I
on now?
believe.
I
I
believe
believe that
episode
would be
5.
five,
Yeah.
five or six.
Joe
One of the
Fab.
Yeah,
numbers.
5 or
Maybe four.
6. No, it's 5. No, it's 5. Self Love was 4. Then we took like a week and a half off to plan
All
out our
right, on
things. Yeah,
five.
so welcome back. We have
Welcome,
Mokiba here, obviously, the other host. And then we have our guest today.
What's
Prism.
up, everybody?
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, shit.
Oh, it's
Need to
currently.
go get some water.
Yeah, what was
Yeah,
that?
you need some water, man.
Sounded like Darth Sidious on the other line.
Yeah. Oh shit, we have Dark Sidious joining us today, guys. Actually, it's not. It's
Ooh.
not.
Prism,
It's not
Prism was
Prism. It's
like,
Dark
Hey, yeah,
Sidious.
hello.
uh,
Oh, man. Well, today, I believe we're talking about dreams, right?
yeah. I think we're gonna dive into the crazy world of dreaming.
Dreams like sleeping dreams or dreams as like what
Like
you want to do with your life?
we could
well,
jump
both
into
of those.
both of them because they both kind of tie in
Both of
together.
those. Yeah, and then also manifestation. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I think we're either doing a two-parter today, guys, or we're doing
It's just gonna be a
a
30-minute
quick 30
episode.
minute episode about
Wow.
these two.
Yeah, yeah.
But either way, we're going to be talking. Yeah, we're going to be talking about dreams and how they can make life become real, depending on what you dream about, and then manifestation. So the back half of dreaming. Uh, I don't know
All
who wants to
right.
start. Aiden, you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start.
Okay.
So, manifestation is honestly a huge thing that not many people talk about because there's so many people that you see today that will be like, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that. For example, my 10-year-old sister, um, I watch her give up so quick, and it's almost depressing, at least for me, because like I know she can. She's so smart, so freaking smart. And like we would go looking for four-leaf clovers, and I'm like, you can do it, just manifest it, Izzy. Just say that you will find one. And I swear to God, I shit you freaking not. I said it to my little brother and Izzy and my mom. And Izzy and my mom both were like, I've never found one or I won't find one. And Zurich was like, I'm gonna go look for one. And I'm like, yeah, just find one. And I said, if you know if you say you won't be able to do it, you're not going to do it. And I
Right.
swear to God, Zurich found one because he said, I'm going to go look for one. And he
Yeah, that's
said
all
he
it
was going to do
takes.
it. He
Take the chance.
fucking found a four-leaf clover right after I found a four-leaf and a five-leaf clover because I'm just like extremely lucky or something.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think,
So
yeah. Aiden thinks
yeah,
he's
yeah.
lucky. Aiden
I
thinks
feel
he's
like
lucky
Nah.
people's,
because.
I
I feel
found one.
like,
I found one the other day. I swear to God, I find them all the time. And I told Izzy, if you do it, if you say you're gonna find one, you're going to find one. But because she said I'm not gonna find one, and I've never found one. She didn't find one. Same for my mom. If you speak it into existence, if you tell yourself, and I'm not saying like look in the mirror or whatever. I mean that sometimes works for people. That doesn't work for me. But if you like take a step back from yourself and have your higher self, your third person you, I guess,
Yeah, Aiden,
and say,
Aiden, you know
I'm gonna
what?
do
Aiden,
this,
I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you right here. I'm gonna stop you right here, man. The only thing that works for me in the mirror is Bloody Mary, and that kind of makes me mad. So I don't think I'm no longer manifest things in the mirror anymore. Yeah.
start with the man in the mirror. Good old Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But no, Aiden, what you were saying, dude, yeah, all you have to do is, you know, it's not really like the the power of it, because like it's more of the timing. Like if you say you're gonna do it and you expect it immediately, that's when you know doubt will come in, or like uh, the feeling of like Izzy, like she's never gonna find one because she didn't find one within like that day. And so she automatically assumes that the rest of her life she's never gonna find it. And so that's where like if it doesn't come right away, just be patient, believe in it.
yeah, and
And
that's where dreams definitely tie in.
yeah,
You have a dream of accomplishing something, something maybe that might not be in your grasp or your reach right now, but
But you can see
one
it.
day will come true.
Yeah, it's there. You just have to go for it.
Like my business, for example, I told myself this year I'm going to be doing personal growth and having a business where I'm reposting or posting clothes that are vintage and like recycling garments because I believe in that, and we've
Yeah.
talked about that in one of these podcasts, but like I that's been a dream of mine, and I'm like for such a long time I just didn't do it, and even my dad was like, why don't you just do this, for a career, because you're good at it, you have a good eye, and I just started doing it, and I feel so much better, and like I feel like I've accomplished a dream, I feel like I'm living in a dream at this point.
Yeah, everything feels real
Yeah,
and in place.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
accomplished that.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of how I was with this whole podcasting thing. Like at first I was just streaming video games, and then I wanted to get into more of the business side of things, and actually talk about things that people can sit while they're driving. Just throw on and listen, or even when they're cleaning. And
Yeah.
yeah, and that's kind of why me and Aiden just are really pushing these things right now. I'm helping him with his clothing line, not making the clothes, but
He's gonna
I'm gonna
model for
start.
me.
I'm gonna start modeling soon for him because I'm gonna
So
sexify
is
his
Zach.
clothing line.
So is Zach.
Yeah, I'm gonna sexify it.
Sexify
Yeah,
it. Please
sexify.
not.
I'm
Two
just
guys
kidding.
sexifying, that does
Yeah,
not
okay.
sound
We'll sexify at different times.
Yeah, that's.
right.
Why don't we just stick to modeling the clothes?
I don't want to
You
be a part of
can
this anymore.
Yeah, no, Aiden, I think I'm gonna drop
Cut
out.
it.
I'm
Oh,
backing
Cut
out.
the.
I'm backing out, guys.
I'm dropping out now.
Oh, man.
Aiden, take over the rest of the podcast. I'm leaving. See ya. No, just fine. No, I mean, but
But
yeah,
no,
no, for sure. Dreaming, like manifestationing your dreams. Like that's where all like the lucid dreaming and stuff comes into play. Like people say when you're on like psychedelics or something, and you go to bed and you're not supposed to, like before you're supposed to.
I've never been able to fall asleep.
I have, and the dreams are fucking wild. So I do recommend you try it at least once in your life. Not, I'm not saying I'm a drug addict out here, guys, on this podcast, but if you ever get the chance to try it at least one time, try to go to sleep while you're on them. Your dreams will feel very real and stuff. Like make a notebook before you go to bed, because when you wake up, you're not gonna remember. I promise you're not gonna remember what you dreamed about.
You're gonna have to. I mean, if that's something you want to do, you have to
Yeah,
start preparing for it.
I
That's
don't recommend doing psychedelics if you aren't in the mind for that. I mean,
well,
yeah,
I mean, if you want to
yeah.
open up your mind, it'd be a good way to do
definitely
it.
have to. Don't do it by yourself though.
Yeah, no, don't recommend that one time.
Okay, back to the manifestation and dreams.
You
Before
guys want to go do drugs?
before
Before we take our scheduled drug break.
yeah.
No,
So like
we
when you really believe that it is something that you can do, it will come to fruition. There's not a there's just no possible way that it can't. If you
Like
truly believe
law of
it, if
attraction.
you yeah, for sure. That is exactly what I'm trying to get at. The law of attraction. If you truly want it and if you truly believe and chase after it, it will come to you. It's inevitable. You
Whether you
know,
like it or not.
you motherfucker.
It works both ways, bro.
Exactly. So, I mean, I believe that I can do a lot, and
Yeah.
the only thing that's holding me back is me. And right now, my dreams, my goals are to be the better version of me. So, I mean, I feel like everybody somewhat has that goal of being the best version of themselves, or
Yeah. How many
having
people actually
something,
do it?
I mean, I see a lot of people that are accustomed to society's, 9 to 5 stuff. I don't really know how many people have really done that or who is real or what,
Who is real? What's real
Well, I
anymore?
meant
They're all real
not like that, but like, who
if they are
is, like
themselves.
authentic with what they have accomplished, like there's a
Yeah.
lot of people like, oh, I did this, got paid this much, and or whatever. But
What'd
did
you
you
do it
actually
for?
start from point break, like point zero, and get to whatever? Like, did you ground up?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
no, not really. But I mean, if you think about it, then you push for it. Then yeah, I mean, I don't see why you can't overcome it. It's kind of like your mental barrier at that point. You're trying to overcome your mental barrier of, I know I can be better than myself, but how will I get to be better than myself? Not how am I better than
by
myself right
doing.
now, but how can I push for it more? Versus staying where I'm at and trying to grow where I'm at. I want to do something that's out of my comfort zone to overcome those things and then be able to say, oh,
Grow from that.
I'm Aiden. I can do this now. I can do this, and I can prove to you that I can do it. Not I'm Aiden. I can do this. I can do this, and I can't really prove it to you. You gotta
Right.
get to that point of proving versus saying what you can do, but actually showing for what you can do. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I
That's how
think
you really teach.
yeah, instead of being a follower, Aiden, like we talked about last podcast, like we want to be the teachers instead of the followers of the teachers. Like I think it's about time that we're at the age where we need to start giving back our knowledge and start teaching people the right ways to do things and how to do them versus what's going on right now where people are just kind of following the
Yeah.
older generation. They need to follow the middle generation, which is us. Like this younger generation
I
isn't
mean,
following us anymore. If you realize that, they don't give a shit about what we've done. But yet what we've done is helped them grow up to be what they are, because think about it. I mean, cars, iPhones, grocery stores, shit like that wouldn't be what it is today unless we failed as our society when it all was a thing. All that fighting, all that robbing, all that looting, that was our generation. Like almost all of that was our generation. And the generation after us isn't going to know what to do unless they seen us fuck up and fail. And we have already, failed in our generation as a
We fucked
whole.
up a lot.
We fucked up a lot as a whole. But now it's giving this younger generation, a path to go. Like they're gonna hopefully. My goal is not my goal because I can't make it happen. But hopefully, I hope racism stops.
hang on, hang
No,
on,
no, like
dude.
all that shit. No, all that shit. No, like no, I'm saying all this shit, like the looting and all that. I hope that stops like later on because this younger generation has seen how we've done it, and they're like, oh, they did it wrong, they did this, so let me see what we can do to fix it versus continuing the trend. And that's how I
But I'm
hope that's
saying
manifestation though, because that won't happen unless we manifest it into
no.
these
But
younger kids.
you just said that you're not. That your dream is to, have, I guess, a peace or a balance between all this crap,
No, like a
and that,
footprint. It's to have a footprint in this track. It's to show that I did do something about it. I did do this. I did make the world
Okay,
a
but
little bit better on my half to help the other halves. You know what I mean? Like to spread it
earlier you
around.
said it can't happen. Were you talking about like ending racism?
No, not like obviously, dude. That's not gonna. I mean, I want that to end, but obviously, it's not gonna end in a very long time. I mean, let's be real about this. It's that's just something that's been generationally continued.
Okay, well, my point was in general, you said it can't happen. When you say it can't happen, that is when you're cutting off the manifestation. You're not going to be able to talk to your higher self to accomplish what you need to freaking do.
Yeah, I
You are
guess I didn't
going
mean it
to,
can't. I meant like
because like if you
it's a
literally
time
spent your
thing.
time and devoted your life and your abilities to helping that cause or whatever, I bet you would make a footprint. You would make an impact. But as soon as you say you can't do something, because I'm pretty sure I heard you say something couldn't be accomplished of something or whatever. But yeah, I mean, that's when that's when that thing dies. You
Oh
have
no, I
to.
said the younger generation can't accomplish it unless we accomplish it first, because we're before them. You know what I'm saying? Like we're the ones that are
We
manifesting
definitely
their
have to
lives.
set. we have to set examples,
Yeah,
like the
because
iPads today for younger generations, I feel like that is something where we
Why do you
still
think
have
though?
control over.
Yeah, like this. I guess we're gonna, yeah, younger generation. We can say. Do you think? Do you think it's because of technology
I think
and
it
how
is.
quick things are?
Yeah, I think it is because if you think about it, if I was born
And
not in the time I was born in, but like let's say I was born in 2006, I'm already growing up with the fucking iPhone 8. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
we all started with iPods and AirPods and those little fucking square pods. You know what I mean? Like we all started with that. I started with the square
Do you
pods.
think this is preventing
I
I
started
us
think it
with
from
is.
CD
I
accomplishing
player.
think it
dreams
is. I think it's
for the
preventing them
younger
from.
generation?
Yeah, yeah. I think it is. I
So
100%.
going off of that, do you think this probably could be saved for a next episode? Uh, do you think we should have like with luxury technology, I guess entertaining technology like phones, iPads, TVs, and shit. Like, do you think they need to be this advanced? Or like a
No,
phone,
that's absolutely not.
what's wrong with the slide phone?
Nothing. No, I think we
Uh,
should have kept the Xbox 360 around as long as possible. I mean, I think that
I
should
will
not have
say
died.
there's
You know,
certain
this it's all
technologies like
this.
the Apple Watch that has actually saved lives. Um, I'm not sure if my boss has that specific watch, but he has a Samsung or whatever, and it was telling him when his heart was going into AFib. Like I feel like that is a perfect use for that technology.
Yeah,
But is it used for that every day? And
No.
no, it's usually used to track like your fitness and running and all that stuff, which is, I mean, definitely health related. And I feel like that is a proper use. But like the life affecting things where it's like you can literally track and monitor your like your body weight and all that stuff, and like I feel like that is okay. But when it comes to like now you have a phone the size of a tablet that you can play Valor on or Minecraft, I feel like that is just
yeah.
the luxury that is like, it has gone to the point where like you're just now distracting us.
Exactly.
You're no longer trying to advance our
Mental
I guess
growth.
growth beyond
Yeah.
into the stars or whatever. But like, and I definitely agree with what you were saying and tying back into what you were saying, Alex, on how this does prevent people from accomplishing their dreams. And I feel like those luxuries definitely have held maybe the younger generation back, like my little sister. I feel like because she's been on iPads from the day she was born, because her stepdad and my mother allowed that, as a regular basis while they worked, or did whatever. I feel like Izzy doesn't believe in herself as much as she possibly could. Like when I was young and playing outside and imagining Star Wars with action figures or whatever, and then like started doing animations and then wanted to do YouTube videos. Like I I grew as a person. Like
Yeah.
I believed I could do those things. I tried those things. I didn't. There was no in between of, oh, I can or I can't do this. I just did it, and if I
Yeah.
didn't do it well, I did it again, and I tried. I did it better. I fucking evolved. I didn't sit there and mope like a little pussy. That's because that's because that's
Thank
like
you. Now I'm
that's
gonna have to
all.
bleep
And,
that
and,
out.
and I'm not calling my sister that at all. But like there is so many people that do that, and I know people. I know adult men who would rather sit on the
Sit there and
couch,
take it.
smoke weed, and watch TV and play video games instead of fucking clean their own house or get a better job or make a fucking goal or accomplishment for themselves. Like
Yeah.
like I know people like that, and I'm not coming for anybody. I'm not calling anybody out, but like, you know what I mean. And
R.I.P.
this is
Izzy.
all because I believe that they have allowed that this has become a custom thing to society
Yeah.
where because we're exposed to so much distractions, no one just really does things and has to suffer the
Right.
consequences
It's
anymore.
because it's all
There's
instant
I'd rather just
gratification.
I'd
If
rather
you
just
can't
stay
get it
inside and
now,
win a
then
game,
Yeah, then you're
yeah.
never getting
than
it.
have to perfect something. And it's just like everybody's after the fast money and the fast,
The fast life, yeah.
fast
Because
the fast shit. Whatever I
why?
can get
Why do you
right
want to
now.
live his life in the fast lane the whole time?
You
Slow
never,
Living
down
life
and
you
in the
enjoy
never,
the
fast
view.
my,
lane.
you never see.
Living
My thing
life
is
and I
this.
can't slow down. Only got a gallon in the
You,
gas tank.
Demonetized.
yeah, demonetized. Great, thanks, Aiden. Fuck you.
Nah, man, I
Uh,
only said like 3 bars.
yeah, I said 2 bars last podcast and I got demonetized. So,
No, you didn't.
no, I didn't. I was just playing. No, but I get that. I think living life too fast. I think you're missing the
Not
important
able to
pieces of
grow.
life.
Right.
You're skipping over parts. Like you're
You
just
could
hitting fucking fast
accomplish
forward
your
on your
dreams.
DVD. You know what I mean? And the DVD
Yeah.
player. It's basically just me hitting fast forward on that and skipping steps in life. Like I agree with you. You're
Accomplish
never
your
gonna
dreams.
accomplish
Are you gonna
anything,
manifest your stuff? Are you gonna manifest what you truly want? Or are you just going to sit there and watch it slip away? Are you like,
or just sit there and
you
complain
know,
about something you can't do.
like
Rather complain about it. Why don't you take your time and energy to do it? Because
Yeah.
the amount of time,
about
like
that
when I
Yeah.
you
was told as a
instead of
kid,
complaining
like
that you can't do it, why don't you complain about the fact that you messed up because you did it and that you're going to try again to better yourself? You know what I mean? Instead of
Yeah, like call
complaining
yourself
that,
out
oh,
on it.
I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Like I'm not gonna do it. Like I never have. Instead of being
Yeah.
like, well, I didn't do it. I didn't find one the last time, or I wasn't able to do it to the fullest this time, but I'm gonna try again. And what I mean? Like
Yeah.
at least you tried it. You attempted to fucking fail.
Because yeah, that's the best way to do it. Because when you think about it,
And then
when
you
we were kids,
fail
when we were outside,
to
we just
succeed.
did whatever, dude. Like you said, we didn't like. It's not because like I played basketball and shit and football with my friends and all the time. Like when I was a kid, and like Aiden, you know how my body is, and being a kid, you like a lot of you don't really see kids playing outside in my condition, and it's like it's not that you know I could have easily just said, yeah, man, I can't do that. Look at me, instead of like I want to try. And I did. I didn't play as long as them, but you know, I
but
still
I mean
played.
that's how life is, you know. It's just it's regardless whether you don't think you can do it. It's like you need to always try to do it, try to attempt to do it,
Yeah,
because otherwise you're
because you
never
don't
gonna
even know
prove
if you
anything to
can do it or
yourself.
not. Yeah.
I mean, I was the scrawniest kid during high school, and I was scrawny all the way, like kid you not, like a toothpick, all the way until junior year when I first tried to do rugby, and they were all like, "Oh, you can't do it. You can't play rugby. You're too skinny." And so I ended up getting really big, like working out a lot, jacked my body up, and I got really, really big. And they're like, "Damn." And I started doing really good in rugby, and I was like, "Look, I can do anything I put my mind to. Like, I'm not gonna let you tell me I can't do it because I'm skinny. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?"
it's just gonna take some time.
Yeah, like Aiden's super. Look, Aiden, I'm gonna call you out here. Aiden told me this, and I think this is a good thing for this podcast. He told me he didn't want to go to the gym because he was afraid people were gonna stare at him and stare at his body. And I told him, I said, dude,
Then let them.
I
Okay, I'll
said,
be
no, no,
honest. Yeah, I
Aiden, no,
did say
yeah,
that because
and it's not a bad
I
thing.
am self-conscious about my body, because I am into fashion and I not that I want people to look at me and be like, "Oh, he's so cool. He
Uh,
looks great." I just with how things sit on my body with the fabric because we have to wear clothes and stuff. We're not saying I don't want to wear clothes, but like because of how my body is, I'm very particular with how things sit on me and if I'm around people
I
where
I'm
certain parts are
gonna.
exposed, like I just don't I'm not that I'm
No,
not
I'm telling you, the only people that
comfortable
get
with it,
looked at in there in the gym are people that want to be looked at. Like
Okay, well,
it's
not that I
barely
want to
any
be
type of
looked at.
shirt,
I'm just
muscle shirt. They go to the front. They're right in front of the mirror, in front of everybody. It's like
Girls with like
if
camel toes.
if you're just dude, if you just grab your weight and go find a bench, you're gonna be fine. No, everyone's there to do the same thing that you're doing. No one's gonna
well,
Yeah.
be
I
watching you
know, I
unless you
I
want
know,
to be
but it's just
watched.
like, and I don't want to be watched. It's just a matter of fact that I would, and I'm not saying I don't want to work out with you, Alex. I guess
That's what you're
I just
saying.
am I'm more comfortable working out in my basement
Yeah.
because I don't have all those bodies next to me. I don't have to feel like
Yeah.
like I have.
Overcompassed.
I don't want to have to like, oh, look at this guy next to me. Look, I'm half his size. Like, yes, I want to one day be like that, and I'm trying to manifest that right now. But like, I don't want to have to be distracted by that. I'd rather just sit here in my basement, listen to some music, and just focus on my goal, and repeat it to
Yeah.
myself rather than having to go to a place, pay money, and and yes, there is more equipment, dude.
Well,
You
that's
have
the
more
thing. Hold on,
equipment, but
Aiden. That's
like
the thing, though. I
a
cover your
human
pay.
body, you're able to. I know, but that doesn't fucking matter to me. I don't want you to have to do that.
I get it. I go. I do it for free regardless.
I know, but
I
you know what
stopped
I
going
mean, bro.
to LA because fucking I made the mistake of not wiping the machine down before I got on it, and
Oh.
some dude there, fucking I don't know who, never I don't know, but I ended up getting ringworm from there.
Oh fuck! Are you serious?
Yeah.
You get ringworm? What? That's
Yeah,
gross.
dude, because there's a nasty ass motherfucker.
He's probably
Like
fat.
he had it, and I made the mis I don't know who it was, but I
Yeah.
got on. It could have been on the bench, on the the leg press. Could have been on anything. And I just never, yeah. And so it's like I'm cool. I don't want to, do that anymore. I'm gonna just work out in my room at my house.
Yeah,
And
I
and,
take
and
the sanitation bottle and I just spray the machine. I soak it and then I lay in just sanitation the whole
But
time.
okay, well,
I was going to this gym with my cousin. It was so nice. It was literally just at most times there's like 5 people because it's like St. Francis's physical therapy room or center. They have like a bunch of different machines and they have free weights and mats and dumbbells and all that shit. And so we would go in there, but for some reason he just stopped going. Like I asked him like 3 times in a row, like, hey, you want to go to the gym? And there's always something. And so I just stopped asking him, and I just started working out in my room.
That's kind of how it was for my friend Dylan. I'd ask him to go and
dude,
there
it's
would be
so
some
much better to
excuse.
just work out in the room.
Well, see,
It's just so
I
much
work out
better,
early in the
in my
morning though.
opinion.
I go early in the morning, like,
I
or
was
I'm
just
gonna
working out
start
before we
to.
got on here.
I'm gonna start going early in the morning. Next week, not this week, but the following. I'm gonna start because I'll start my new job, um, and I'll be able to go at like 6 a.m. in the morning, and I'll be able to go at night. Two
Oh,
separate
dang,
times.
you like to go twice.
Well, I'm gonna start going twice. I used to go 6 days a week, but I told myself I was like I'm not gonna do that anymore, and that's one thing I will manifest is the courage to say I will be doing 2 a days, but I
Dude,
will
that I
not
was
be
just
doing
about to
six a
say.
days.
I was just about to say, bro, making a list where it's like not even a list, but like a reminder, that is part of manifestation, and like that will help you. Like you were saying, like you're going to say you will be doing it. You will be doing things. Like I have been saying that, and I have been doing things. With my clothing and stuff, and my YouTube, and like having that routine where you remind yourself that you will be doing this or you need to do this, like doesn't that make you just feel so much freaking better? Like i
Yeah,
i feel like I actually accomplished it.
it gives you a reason,
Yeah, like I manifest
a
in the morning.
purpose.
I'm like, I am gonna use my right hand, and I'm going to do it. No, I'm just,
Oh man.
no, I'm just
Nasty
playing. I'm
motherfucker.
just playing. I'm just playing. Nah, I do that once a day, not twice. I can't do that twice a day. I'm not Dylan. I'm not a freak. um, no, but yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I mean, the little manifestation things are where it ties into the big ones. If you can muster up the fact that like Aiden goes, you know what, I am going to draw clothes today. I'm going to do it 3 hours today, and he tells himself that he's going to do it for 3 hours. Whether I text him or not, he's going to be like, dude, I got another hour of designing. I can't hang out. You know, he'll hold himself to that, and that's one thing that I like about like deep manifesting versus like light manifesting. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, there's
yeah,
definitely two
actually
types of
doing
it.
it,
Yeah,
building it.
there's one that you actually are doing it and you're holding yourself to it, and then there's a manifestation where you say you're going to do it and you just constantly, I mean, not necessarily say putting it
That
off,
is
but you put it
that's
off until you do it.
That's like the opposite of manifestation. It's kind of like you're programming your mind to
Yeah, that's
just
not
let
even
yourself get
manifestation.
away.
That's literally you're allowing
Yeah.
yourself to be a slug and like delay everything.
It's like not
Oh
even
yeah.
like a slug, but it's more of just like a like you build yourself into thinking of like
Slug.
I don't have to do like I want to do this, but then like you don't do it, and it's like it. The more you keep doing that, you're gonna make your
Just not
mind
do it.
feel like yeah, it's gonna make your mind feel like
You don't
Well,
that's
need
what
it's
to do
life
it.
okay that you
is.
don't do it,
Right.
Yeah, because like
like a
you're
slug.
gonna live tomorrow. You know. Oh, I couldn't. It's not guaranteed, but
Yeah, I was gonna say,
most
don't. That's not
likely,
promised.
most likely, I'm gonna live throughout this day and then be alive tomorrow.
Have you guys have
And
you guys
so,
heard
what am
the
I gonna do today for myself, for me
Exactly.
tomorrow?
right? Have you guys heard the song Ill Mind of Hobson 8?
Yes.
Yeah, you know the
Yes.
ending of it where it's like where he says you never you never meet the right friends unless you get rid of the wrong friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was cool, and that has some. And then I don't. There's other lines in it. I forget them, but you know, like the ending, how it's like very motivational, like about he talks about manifestation in it in the end.
I
And
mean, I
what?
don't know why everybody is so sorry. I don't know why everybody is so like fixated on like when rappers talk about like that shit, the woke shit, like, oh, dude, he's a woke rapper. Like, whoa, I opened my third eye. Like, bro, watch out, he's gonna kill you. They're gonna kill you, bro. Like, why is it when that's when people start like paying attention to like their spirituality or like how
That's
they
what's
treat
going
others or
around.
whatever? Like that
Music.
doesn't make sense. Why is this not like something that is like fucking practiced throughout, you know, the freaking country? Like, why is this not? Oh, like, has
A lot of
everybody remembered to do this and this today?
because
Like, or
that's
like
not how
what, like
everyone
in
works,
movies or fucking TV shows, like, or on the news? Why is it all this negativity
Yeah,
and all
but
this shit?
Aiden,
Because that shit's always gonna be there.
that's how it's gonna be, dude.
Oh, I
That's the
hate it.
generations
I
after
hate
us.
it.
Like,
That's gonna.
Aiden, think about this, man. When you have a kid, I will put right now. I will say $100 when you have a kid, and they turn 4 or 5 years old and they start getting into music. That they're gonna be the ones that are like, Dad, come listen. This is so woke, and then you're gonna look at them and be like, you have no idea what my life was like back in your time. You know what I mean? Like you're
First of
gonna
all,
say that. You're
my
gonna
child
say
is
that.
not gonna be exposed to fucking technology
He's gonna be exposed to it,
like
Aiden.
that.
We all know it.
Oh, dude, I'm not allowing the iPad shit. I'm sorry. I want better
You're
for
gonna
my
make your
child.
kid
I would
grow up the
love
way
for
you grew
them
up.
to because I know for a fact the way I grew up is way better than the way my little sister is growing up, and that's no
Yeah.
disrespect to my mom.
But that's
But
just
with the
yeah.
no, we were.
technology, dude.
It's just following the trend. It's like, oh, my friend gave
I
their 3 year old
honestly
an
feel
iPad.
like
Here you go, honey. You can have an iPad.
you know how people say like, oh, don't smoke weed or like smoke cigarettes till or drink till you're like 26 when the brain is fully developed or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like I believe that, I mean, they say that for a reason, and since I'm only 22 and I've done the opposite of what they said, I can't really say what,
And
it
we
would be
see where
like
you're
if
at.
shut the hell up.
I'm just kidding.
You know what I mean? But like I can't
Yeah.
speak for that, that experience. But like I definitely feel like technology is almost in the same category. Like,
Oh, it is.
wait till
It
your
Yeah.
brain
releases. It
is fucking
releases
fully
drugs
developed
in your
before
brain.
you get a fucking computer screen.
Yeah.
So, you're not like needing that instant satisfaction because like Izzy's impatient as fuck. I don't know
Yeah.
if any of one of you have been around my little sister, but like
And I
if
can
she
see it.
doesn't get what she wants, or if we don't do something that's entertaining, she shuts down. She gets so quiet and is like depressed, and you're just like, what's wrong? And she's just like, what? Nothing. And you're just like, oh my god.
Oh, so she
you
pulls a
know
Dylan. She pulls a Dylan out of the hat.
I mean, if that's what Dylan does, I don't always hang around Dylan.
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess the time I've hung around him, I know. No, but
I
no,
was
I
probably
get it. It's technology. It slows brain growth. It definitely does. You lose actually.
So that would be in the category of those
It would.
freaking
It would.
substances.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's why, dude. I'm not allowing my
Also,
child
like
to be
altering
exposed
your
to that.
brain. Not altering, but
Literally.
like the chemical, like dopamine,
Yeah.
every time like, you do something in your game or like you're watching a video that you like, you're getting that feeling of like this feels right, this feels good. And
Yeah.
so if you get that your whole life all the time off of a screen, then real life is not gonna be what it seems because
Yeah.
As
all
I
you
look at
know
my
is what's
fucking cell phone.
Yeah. That's how Aiden
that's
felt
why
when he beat me in Call of Duty.
I deleted off my Instagram and fucking Facebook shit off my
Yeah, I
phone.
deleted. I mean, I use my Instagram now for a better purpose than entertainment. I've
Yeah,
gone beyond that, and I only go on there to post stuff that's going to, for one, elevate my business
yeah,
and promote it, or check on my wife, or and her friends and my friends. I don't, and that's just with my main page. Like I don't go on there and just
right,
fucking
yeah,
scroll and go into
yeah,
the entertainment page. I literally just see what's on the feed, and as soon as it says, it goes to an ad or the random shit, I get off it, and
yeah.
I don't even
That's
do
what
that every day. I literally have my Instagram just for my business and to keep track of the fiance. Let's be honest,
yeah,
and um, other than
that's what
that, I don't
all I
have
was using
Snapchat.
it
I don't
for.
have Facebook. I don't have TikTok. I don't do that shit. Those are time wasters to me. If it's not
Yeah,
about my YouTube and my music and, my clothing, I don't have time for it. It's a distraction. It is. That's all it is.
Yeah.
yeah. It gets you because like you said, it just gets you like scrolling, and it's like you're going through
It's
something.
sick.
You're active in your mind, but really you just sat there for like 10 minutes doing nothing.
Literally
Or like when
nothing.
people use the restroom, like, and they say most people get on their phones. The older generation, they get a book out, or they'll get on their phone and they'll read a pages in a book. But like us younger generation people, like us and the people after us, are like, we sit on our phone. We get caught scrolling through Instagram, and then like, guess what? That 10-minute shit that we
First
were
of
supposed to
all,
have turned into like a 40-minute shit. And we're
First of
just sitting
all,
there,
that I
not
do know
you
what you
know.
mean, but like that should never be a thing. You should never have to have an activity to use the restroom. First of all, that's super unsanitary because you're actually like just touching that thing while
Yeah,
you're taking a shit or a piss, that's fucking nasty. First of all, that's again unsanitary. Second of all, it should never be an activity that you do while you're on the toilet. You should just go to the restroom and then immediately leave and go about your business. I don't. There should not be a bathroom chore that you do
yeah.
while you're using the restroom. That's
Sitting on it. I've
it's a
done that
waste.
before.
That's because like I've done that and my legs have fallen asleep.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, and like Chloe, my fiance, she's done that where she'll like go into the bathroom and like her nightly routine of taking off her makeup will be like 40 minutes and I'll go in there and she's watching a show. I'm like, oh, so that's why it's a 40-minute routine.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
and not that that's a negative thing towards her or a negative thing in general, but it's just like, it's the bathroom. I feel like it should just be something that you do,
Like an in and out.
an in and out thing, because like you're clean at that moment. As soon as you wash off and you're clean, you don't want to get re-dirty, by touching things or that you've been, exposed to feces or whatever. If you're, you know, wiping your ass or whatever, taking a shit, and then reading a magazine, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why people do that. I don't do that.
I mean, sometimes I'll sit in the bathroom and I'll get my notebook out. That's like my bathroom notebook, but I'll like, put tissue.
Yeah, you
I'll
have
put
shit
tissue.
ideas,
Yeah, I have shit
idea
ideas.
shits.
Yeah, idea shit. So every time shit comes out, an idea pops up. No, I'm just playing.
Oh, we gotta write this down.
Hold on, guys, hold on. Oh shit, got an
I'm
idea.
more of
Got to
like
put it
when I
down.
go to the bathroom, I just think about what I was doing for the day, and then I'll probably end up thinking of, what am I about to do right now? once I'm
Yeah,
done.
and I
And
get
then,
out and I go do that thing.
yeah. Because, yeah, no, we've all, yeah, like you said, we've all been caught just sitting on the toilet, just like you're done. It's just you don't want to get up because you're too
Lazy.
invested on what's on the screen in front of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've been. I mean, I can't. I used to sit here, and if I'm on my off day, then when I am off of work, I will, hop on here and see what people are doing. But when it's like, uh, if it's Monday or like day that I have to work, then I'm gonna be like up and like doing stuff around,
Were you talking
making
about
sure I'm
Instagram?
eating. No, I'm talking about playing the game.
Oh, your
Like,
video game. Yeah.
cause yeah, I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
do that. Like on days that I would have work, I just wake up and then hop on the game, and then it's like 3 o'clock now, and like I didn't do anything. Just like what the hell? And so that's something I've been working on. I've been seeing a lot of better,
Progress, bro.
yeah,
Well, and also people say like waking up earlier helps you out because if you wake up and you make your bed in the morning,
Thank
if
you.
you wake up, make your bed in the morning, go make yourself some breakfast or coffee or whatever.
What's early for you?
I'd say so. I wake up at 6 a.m., but that's just because my job starts at 7 a.m. So I have to be
Okay,
up
but if you
regardless. No, but
naturally
if you're
wake up,
naturally wake up, say you go to bed at a normal time, so 10 or 11 o'clock's pretty normal for our
8
age,
o'clock
right?
is for me.
We're all
Eight
22,
o'clock is
right?
for
Are we all
me.
22?
I'm 22.
Yeah.
I wake up at 8
Okay.
o'clock naturally.
Okay, so that's good though. So you have more of your day to do stuff with. It's normal for people. It's not normal for when you wake up at noon or 1 or 2 o'clock, because then you
Yeah.
have like only 6 hours to do what you want to do, and it's not really. If you we're gonna be
Not
real, if we're
reasonable.
gonna be realistic with ourselves, 6 hours isn't enough time to get what you need to get done in a day. I have way
No,
too
that's
much
why I
shit to
wake up
do.
at the
Yeah.
birds, bro. I
Wake
get
up
up
with
at 5 in the
birds.
morning
See, that's because your
with my
job.
job.
Yeah.
But like, and naturally though, I woke up at 7:30 today. Naturally, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not on that
I
schedule. See, I get off at 11:15 at night, and so like I'm not going to sleep till like 1 in the morning, and so I'm waking up at like 9 or 10.
That's
but
still
what if
good
you
though.
conditioned
You're still
yourself?
8 hours of sleep. You only need 6 hours. To have a healthy mind, you realistically need 6 good hours of sleep. Doesn't matter when you go to sleep, you just need 6 good hours. 7 or 8 is like, recommended, but 6 is like studies proven that 6 is enough to be able to keep your mind going for the next day. 6 hours, get up, make yourself breakfast, you're already going to be awake. There's no doubt about it.
What do you feel on the use of caffeine though? Because like a lot of people use that to wake them up in the morning, and
Can I
like
just
that.
say caffeine is a drug?
Yeah, yeah, no, it is.
It's addictive,
uh,
yeah.
cause
So
that's because
depending
I
on
was on that
usage,
for a little bit of drinking caffeine when I would go into work because it'd be so slow and like I've almost fallen asleep a couple times at work
I've fallen asleep at work.
because it's so and it's dark, like, it's so slow and it's dark. And, like this was like yeah, not good. And so I started
bro,
drinking
literally
like
smoke a J out in the back.
I'm not bringing weed with me to work. Are you shitting me? I
Hey,
did that one
you don't have to
time.
say that out
I
loud,
did that
man.
one time, and I'm never doing that again because a customer was like, "Dude, it smells like weed out here," and I'm like,
What
"All
are you
right,
talking
that's
about?
fucked."
We're talking about weed. I don't know what
And
weed
so yeah,
is.
I was like, "No, why did I even do that? That's the stupidest thing I could have ever done."
Man, that's why you go down
Bring it to
across the
work with
street
me, dude. I can't leave the place. I'm the only one that works there.
and you put a sign and say, "I'll be back in 5 minutes."
No, 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 no. That's not how that
5 minutes,
works.
Simon.
he
No,
gets a
no,
call. He gets a
no.
call
But
from his
dude, no,
boss in the middle of his
seriously,
J.
seriously, bro.
Go ahead.
Like, what were we talking about earlier before we started talking about this?
Um,
Zach, what were you saying?
waking up. Where are we talking about
Yeah,
waking up?
yeah,
Waking up in the morning.
sleeping and yeah.
Sorry, weed brain.
But
But
yeah,
like, yeah,
caffeine.
waking up. Oh yeah, the
Like
caffeine shit, dude. Like, okay, so if you're able to control that, like, have a soda maybe every other weekend at
No,
most,
I'm not even
or
talking. I'm talking about like using it to wake up. Like should that really be a thing?
Like
Or
people
like,
drinking
what are
coffee in
you?
the
No, I
morning
feel
and
like you
stuff.
should naturally just be. I feel like you should naturally, because I don't drink coffee, and
Is,
I'm
is
able to
that is
wake
that
up.
more of a mindset thing, or is it like
It
an
is a
actual? Is
mindset
it like
thing.
a
Oh, I need
physical
my
thing?
coffee, or I'm not awake. That's a mindset.
Yeah.
You're conditioning yourself to be like that. You
Because
realize
like
that when
it
you do
probably
that
starts
shit.
out physical for people. Like when they wake up, it's like one of those feelings of like, dude, I'm like you. It's not even like almost like you're consciously thinking. It's like subconscious.
It's
Like
a
I'm so
mindset.
tired, and so like it could start off physical, like your body's like it's tired, but then you use the caffeine to like wake up your brain, and then like you feel like you're ready to go, and then that
You
builds,
condition
and
yourself to
then
do that.
yeah, and then it's like
Here, Aiden.
Because
you
I've
don't.
conditioned myself to pretty much not rely on any of that. Because I can wake up at 5:30 and be ready, and not like I'm